The royal stars of Persia, the sky is ablaze, many Quanyans and Marys. The day is now 36 hours and starts and ends at 3 am or 3 pm in an alternating fashion. At the time of this post 11:11 am gate, 3D date 52,020, the following 3 pm will start this new day. Simply follow this parallel around the globe until it hits your local time. If you are cognizant that a new day has begun, it is customary to send love and kindness to someone. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity O6B4 Infinity Infinity Q9A4 Q9A5A6 Infinity Infinity G3 Infinity Infinity B1 TT Infinity. There is more information and the calendar legend available at archangeliccalendar.com. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Gaia is in the spirit dominant setting and according to her, it will not change until a great change has manifested. It seems as if she is doing this to change her settings is to be conducive to the life forms she wishes to thrive and not as much for those that she does not. She does this in frequency, as a heart below a certain frequency simply will not jive with her new settings. She is the organism in which we exist, we must realize how much of her will is at play. The Schumann has hit 110 and we are nowhere near its peak. The symptoms attached will be intense, but remember we have codes to assist us. The Antares constellation is known for its wondrous cosmic bridges. Antares, along with the other royal stars of Persia, Aldebaran in Taurus, Fomalhaut in Piscis Austrinus, and Regulus in the Leo constellation, are the main transit points of a giant intergalactic travel superhighway. The great minds of Persia were well aware of this because the star beings they associated with were from that section, and thus the nickname was born. The responsible party for these wonders is a being that encompasses the entirety of the aforementioned constellations, who does not have a name that words can articulate. This energy has just begun bridging our planet to the upper dimensions, and upper dimensional life therein. It has taken a direct interest in humanity and is adding our planet to the highway accordingly. In consequence, Earth will be influenced in a very direct way from what is perceived as the 12th dimension, and above. To help digest what this means to us, it would be like being in a completely pressurized room that develops a hole and then the pressure suddenly drops, allowing massive energies to start flooding through the rip. This can be a very intense experience, but we will provide assistance in today's assignments. As these hyper-physical avenues become available to the general masses, they will be experiencing new things that may seem strange to them. For those not in the higher dimensional knowing, this would be like starting a movie and unbeknownst, a new movie started midway and there is a completely different movie playing that nobody will realize until the credits roll. We are all being seated in front of infinitely expanding creator source, so to speak. The highest of all highest is watching everything going on with extreme closeness. This is a side effect of calling forth divinity's mind's eye. A great analyzation happens, and through this we all learn much about ourselves. There are many Quanyans and Mother Marys here, so to speak, many who carried a very high consciousness in their womb. This will pay off greatly as these beings and humanity move along their spiritual journey, if it has not already. This means all of the mothers of the christened ascended masters will have a great advantage next lifetime, as it is not easy bringing that type of energy into this world, and thus they must be rewarded. In other words, fear not, dear lightworkers, no matter how in the dark your mother is in this lifetime, it will be the last lifetime she would have to experience in such a dense physical reality. If physics does not have an answer, quantum physics does. That is because physics is at the complete mercy of quantum physics. We need to switch our main focus of scientific thought accordingly. The sky is ablaze with energy, and the sunrise came into this now with the highest and most profound energies possible. Today's tools. Tools will be active until the next post. Use the legend below to help you decipher how to best use today's weapons. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you, beyond space and time. We have gone through great changes, and thus the weapon-based tools indicated below can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team is in the strongest set of 9 in history. This is a macro force like no other, and their ability to make a change is going to be amazing to watch, to say the least. When evoking the Violet Flame, it is always advised to hold it for at least a 72 count. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Bryathos, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Uf, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Batkol, Archangel Agla, Archangel Gzrael, Archangel Tatrasil, Archangel Orion, Archangel Harahil, Archangel Servil, Archangel Ashma, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Azil, Archangel Abraxos, Archangel Vamil, Archangel Harahel, Archangel Nuril, Archangel Adanchil, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Abrazdashon, Archangel Dabril, Archangel Dalkiel, and Archangel Dardaril. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. No level of consciousness can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Passive, active and aggressive. Archangel Isaac's radiant field looks a lot like Magneto's force field, and it reacts to any life form with either loving energy, or with a transmutational blast of vast power. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Passive and active. Archangel Jeremiel's Sword of Greatness is an omnipotent transformational force with pinpoint accuracy. It is more gentle on the environment than other transformational swords in its class. It is completely stealth in passive mode, and it is an extremely effective tool against any unwanted negative energy. Passive, active and aggressive short range. Archangel Chamuel's Radiant Peace allows you to be secluded in a peaceful bubble, no matter what is happening around you. It also allows those in your heart space the same benefits. Active and passive. Vahu Mana's Timeline Destroyer is a great reality molder. It can help you actively destroy lower timelines that you do not wish to experience. For example, if the thought of tragedy enters your brain for no reason, use this sword to destroy that timeline so it cannot manifest. Passive. Archangel Iophiel's Bhutaniyaya enhances the beauty of yourself and all that you survey. This, like all passive tools, must be given permission to work on your behalf. Passive. Archangel Jadutun's radiant sounds attract the most wonderful people to your life, as well as enhance your surroundings with beautiful cosmic sounds. It's basically a happy enhancer. Passive. Archangel Jeffiska's atmospheric bracelet brings an element of fun to your nights. Jeffiska is the archangel who is in charge of gatherings. In case you are so inclined to have one, she would be the recommended party planner. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Kalaziel's Radiant Rays of Health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Theliel's Radiant Compassion sends heartfelt love to all within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing, and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active. Archangel Raphael's healing staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. Today's assignments. We are still working on a macro level, and thus this format will stay consistent. Please use today's current tools if you need assistance performing the tasks below. The Andromeda conflict is at a feverish point. We are super grateful this is not going on in our galaxy, even though we are directly tied to it. This massive conflict does not have a resolution, and in many ways, they are all binding themselves into an eternal loop. This loop must be broken, but this is a natural loop that develops in conflict, and normally we would not intervene. These will appear as a thick black rubber band that will be hard to cut. They need to be severed in regard to this conflict as soon as possible. A peaceful solution exists if everyone would just calm down. In addition, we will send the Andromeda galaxy, the pink light of peace, and to ensure balance, we will do the same for Surtsey, our galaxy. There are malevolent starships causing a hum, stop the hum at all costs. You can tell what ships they are by the extremely loud hum it emits. Nothing good is coming from that hum or those ships. The animals and plants of our world are thriving, but as the upgrades continue, they are also feeling the very intense downloads as well. To ease their internal symptoms, please provide emerald green and rainbow cooling plasma for a count of 72 and be sure to blanket every ounce of planet Earth with it. As mentioned before, the Royal Stars of Persia section of the universe is creating higher dimensional bridges. This can be very intense, but with our help, we can start connecting single strands of light from the constellations to ourselves, our Earth, and our galaxy. Go to the Royal Stars and start manually connecting each strand of light you can to our sector. Today's guided meditation is called Deep Cognition of Energy. Please enjoy.